It's my birthday. And if this worked, you would have heard it. But you know what? That's what I'm learning about this year. This beautiful year of which I'm celebrating the 4th anniversary of my 39th year. Shh, if you work out what that is, it's a secret, okay? This last year has been such a wonderful gift in so many ways. And each and every one of you that are watching this are an integral part of what makes this journey so special. The very fact that you're watching this means that we've crossed paths in some way. We've been able to connect, maybe for a short time, maybe for a long time. For some it's days, months, or even years. But know that you've touched my heart in some way, and that I truly appreciate all that you've brought into my life. This year, when I thought about it in my reflections, had some big learnings for me. And some of the biggest learnings was first and foremost to get over myself. For those who know me, you know I don't like dress up. So here we go. I've got my hair, I've got my hat, and I've got my winter coat because it's Melbourne and it's raining out here. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Because what matters is our connection, here and now. And what matters is the difference that we make in the world together. The moments that we've shared, both now in the past and the moments that we'll share going forward. The people that we are and the difference that we make in every moment of our day. And that brings me to the biggest mission I've had this year. Something that's challenged me and pushed me more out of my comfort zone than anything I've ever done before. It's been my fundraising for the Hunger Project. For those of you who know, I looked at it 6 months ago. I thought I'd love to get back to Africa to support such a worthy cause. But I was afraid. I thought, I couldn't raise $10,000 in 6 months. So I put it to one side and I walked away. How many times have you done that? So wanted something, but that little voice, that little ego says, I don't think you can do that. So you put it to one side. You put aside your dreams, your passions, what really lights you up. But I was fortunate. Someone pulled me aside, and 2 months before the money was due in, they said, Sharon, this is for you. Jump with it, grab it with both hands and run. And I said yes. And then the real learning started. I thought, well, how do I raise $10,000? I'll walk 500 kilometers in 50 days. That'll get people's attention. And you know what it has? It's got the attention of all sorts of people I've never met before. All sorts of attention of people that I've crossed random paths with. And they've been there and they've supported and they've donated generously their time, their energy, their skills, their knowledge, their money. And there's been a whole lot of people that I thought would have my back, and I thought they didn't. I thought that they hadn't come to the party. They hadn't put the money in, they hadn't had any words of encouragement for me. For a while I was real sad. In fact, I'll be more than that. I was disappointed, probably a little frustrated and angry if I'm honest. And then I realised the greatest gift of all that they gave me. They gave me the space to grow into the leader and into the human being, the potential that I truly have within me. If all of them had just stepped up and said, here's some cash, go do your walk, last 6 months would have been, or last 2 months would have been easy. But it hasn't been. I've been forced to step out of my comfort zone, to ask for raffle tickets, to sell raffle tickets, to ask for prizes, to ask for donations, to do talks at Rotary groups for fundraising, not just to share knowledge, but for a cause. I've needed to reach out to people, to go into the media. I now have 2 interviews, one in the paper a couple of weeks ago and one in the paper coming out this week. I'm running a trivia night, which my pit of my stomach fell out when I thought about doing that. And now I've stepped in and said yes. And I've got 1/3 of the room filled so far, 2/3 to go and 10 days to do it. All these things have challenged me beyond my wildest imaginings. But you know what? They've made me step inside me and realise what's really possible. And I know this is still just the thinnest layer of the surface. There's so much more to come. And I share that with you, not to make me look so great, but to let you know that each and every one of you have had a part in helping shape me and who I'm becoming. Whether you've donated or not, your time, your money, your energy, or not. It's an integral part, each and every one of you, and I thank you, because you've all served me. And there's a message in this for each of you. What is it you've been putting off? What is it you think you don't have the support for, that if you were to take off the expectations, if you let go of the control of how it should be, and open to embrace how it could be, what would you discover? What could you do? What would you achieve? Whose lives would you impact? Food for thought, isn't it? So I'll leave you with that as I say thank you again for a wonderful year, for a wonderful contribution to my life, in the past, in the present, and for wherever we cross in the future, knowing that we're all connected. And for those of you who have donated financially already, especially, I thank you. And for those of you who might be saying, I meant to do that, let me do it now. Then let me tell you, now's the time, and look at the link just below the video. $10, that's all it takes. Train 8 volunteers with me. $1,000, dig a well. $5,000, create 100 microfinance loans that will change the lives of families forever. That's what we're all about together. I can't do it this by myself. I never thought I could, but I've been amazed and blown away by all the people that are here to support me, as I'm here to support you, and know you are supported in ways you've never even imagined yet. Embrace that. Embrace who you can be and live the life of your dreams. Here's to another fantastic year. And yep, it's still not working.